Alright, y'all, welcome back. We on to the next part. The next couple SDGs. We're picking up at SDG 11. That's Sustainable Development Goal number 11. They want to make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, and resilient and sustainable. But what does that translate to? Ban all gun ownership by private citizens, concentrating guns into hands of obedient government forces who rule over an unarmed, enslaved class of impoverished workers, criminalize living in most rural areas by instituting Hunger Games style protected areas, mega cities, y'all, which the government will claim are owned by the people, even though no people are allowed to live there. Crazy, right? Force all humans into densely packed, tightly controlled cities where they are under 24/7 surveillance and subject to easy manipulation by the government. Like I said, mega cities, y'all. You feel me? If y'all seen the newest reboot of Judge Dredd, that's a good example of it. I'm gonna say Ready Player One is another a good example of it. How they had those the city, they was in Ohio, but they was stacked on top of each other. Like I said, they're trying to push everybody into the cities, y'all. You feel me? We're gonna move on to the next one, but make sure y'all stay on the lookout for that. And Neom, Neom, I believe will be Babylon in the end days. It's a completely cashless society city that they're gonna put in Saudi Arabia, but that'll be another video that I do. Make sure y'all look back at a couple of my older videos. I might have talked about it before. SDG 12, ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. But what does that translate to? Sounds good, but what does it translate to? Begin levying punitive taxes on the consumption of fossil fuels and electricity, forcing people to live under conditions of worsening standards of living that increasingly resemble third world conditions. Like I told y'all earlier, they're going to have everybody living like black folk. Use social influence campaigns in TV, movies, and social media to shame people who use gasoline, water, or electricity, establishing a social construct of ninnies and tattlers who rat out their neighbors in exchange for food credits and rewards. When COVID first started, California's Governor Newsom, came out and actually said that he would reward people who told on businesses who were not following COVID mandates. I said it then and I'm going to say it now. It'll be so easy to flip that over to, hey, snitch on your neighbors, I'll give you a couple extra credits next month so you can get some extra food. Too easy, y'all. SDG number 13. Take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. As I told y'all before, climate change is bull jive. Don't believe the hype. But what does that translate to? Because for those that believe in it, it sounds real good. But what does that translate to? Set energy consumption quotas on each human being and start punishing or even criminalize lifestyle decisions that exceed energy usage limits set by governments. Institute total surveillance of individuals in order to track and calculate energy consumption. Penalize private vehicle ownership and force the masses onto public transit, where TSA grunts and facial recognition cameras can monitor and record the movement of every person in society. I told y'all this will be the most important document y'all ever read. And you see, and I'm showing you how these things are taking place in today's society. Like I told you in, I believe it was the video before this, they want everything done by 2030. They're not starting in 2030. It's already happening now. That's why I'm trying to give y'all modern day examples of this stuff. You feel what I'm saying? They're already starting it, y'all. Think about, they talked about communal sharing, you feel what I'm saying, and how that breaks down society, just like they talked about putting everybody on public transportation now. You feel what I'm saying? What do you think Uber? What do you think Lyft? It's about conditioning. You feel what I'm saying? They're getting you prepared for these type things. You feel what I'm saying? So it'll be something that you yearn for. This ain't no joke, shorty. Like this is real stuff. Let's try and hit one more before I get y'all out of here. SDG number 14. They want to conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. And what does that translate to? Sounds good, but what does it translate to? They want to ban most ocean fishing, plunging the food supply into an extreme shortage and causing runaway food price inflation that puts even more people into economic desperation. They're going to criminalize the operation of private fishing vessels and place all ocean fishing operations under the control of government central planning. Only allow favored corporations to conduct ocean fishing operations, and make this decision based entirely on which corporations give the most campaign contributions to corrupt lawmakers. It's sick, man. It's sick. It's sick. They're going to stop people from fishing. I want y'all to look into that movie Soylent Green, too. It talks about food, end times. It's a movie that was set in 70. It's a movie that came out in 73 that was set in 2022. Which is even more crazy. But look into the movie Soylent Green, even if you just look at the Wikipedia page. Crazy. That was what, 11 through 14. Stay tuned. We'll give you 15 through 17 and then do a closeout video.